Hello, hello. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Let me give you another example. I say, good morning. Oh, and then the person says back, good morning. What kind of dog do you have? Oh, shit. This person is trying to be more connected with me, more intimate with me. She wants to get closer to me. And so I went up one rung. She met me there by returning my greeting. And then she went one higher. And let's say I went one higher. Oh, how old is the kid that you're pushing in your stroller? What kind of dog do you have? Da, 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 da. We're in the same neighborhood. Oh, where do you live? And let's say over the course of months, of weeks and then months, of just meeting a neighbor, we're both walking in the neighborhood, one by one, we are climbing the ladder of trust. It would be unhealthy and weird. The ladder of trust seems very common sense when we're the lowest on the ladder, and this is my example. So, you remember the first example of the guy? Can you imagine if I said, hello, hello, I said, hello, that's me, he's here, that's me trying to like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you saying hello? I'm mad at you that you're not saying hello, like sarcastic or something. Like, we see that that's dysfunctional. We see it's very evident. Like, what if I chased him home and like knocked on his door? It's really important that you say hello to me. You should say, it's easy to see that I'm crazy. It's harder to see that you're crazy, even though we still are higher up on the ladder. But down here, it's pretty easy to see. So let's say with the example of I'm walking in the neighborhood and I say, good morning. And the person says, good morning to me. And what kind of dog do you have? Blah, blah, blah. It would not be like, oh, good morning. Oh, good morning. What kind of dog do you have? Where does your husband work? Like that's too many rungs up. We climb it one by one. And it's like if somebody said that to us, where does our husband work? Or where does our wife work? Or whatever, like right away, that we would think that's a red flag for that person. And so, like I said, it's real easy to see the craziness, the crazy making lower on the ladder. It's hard. So I just wanted you to know, to acknowledge that. Okay, so let's go back to the scenario, and we're beautifully climbing the ladder together, and it's great. And you know, I'll be a little bit more intimate. Let's say I shared something about where I went to school or this or that or what I do for a living, and we just kept going in kind. Now, if the person stopped divulging their information, but I keep divulging mine, that's me trying to climb too many too many rungs high. And that, by definition, is dysfunctional because we've already said healthy people climb one ladder at a time. The other very important point here is that, do you see how if I disrespected that man by kept saying, you know, hello, 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 you need to say hello to me, what's wrong with you, like yelling at him that he didn't say hello, that's not respectful. That's not kind. That's not respectful. That's not honoring another person. Like, we don't want that life. And so, again, it's easy to see it lower on the ladder, but higher on the ladder, the principle does not change. It is not okay. When we put restraints on what other people should or should not be doing, or how high or low they should be on a ladder with us, that's conditional loving. That's not unconditional loving. And so we really want to have our relationships be as clean as possible. And so, okay, so I'm going to continue with the examples. And let's say that, and this example is still the second person. So I found out what dog, we keep climbing the ladder in kind, one rung at a time, and it's pretty great. And then one day we talk about books, and then one day I say, hey, the movie of that book that we both read is in the theaters coming out this Friday. Like, would you like to go see it with me? So I'm now making myself a little bit more vulnerable. I'm asking if she'll leave the neighborhood with me. And then she says, oh my gosh, I would love to, but I promised my mom I'd go see that movie with her because she also read the book. So I'm like, that, and this is a non-issue. It's a non-issue. So I'm like, oh my gosh, of course. Oh gosh, you guys are gonna have so much fun. And then we can talk about it later. Like, but have a great time. And I'm so glad you're gonna get to spend time with your mom. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. This is a non-issue. It is no problem. There is no dysfunction. Somebody has chosen to do something else with that movie. Okay, but because a bitch lives by the ladder of trust, I make a mental note that her words said yes. So here's me like, oh, hey, that book. Do you want to go to see that movie with me of that book that we read? Now she says, let's make this her. She says yes. But the truth of the matter is, she is here. Why? Because of her behavior. Her behavior, her words said yes, but her behavior said, I mean, they said no, but not in a mean way. Like, she has a legitimate reason for not going to see that movie with me. Like, it's fine. But again, because I'm advanced, the way I hear things is, and I place them because I want all my relationships to be healthy on the ladder of trust. So again, I wanted to climb. She said, yes, I'll climb with you. But her behavior was, I am still here. Okay, great. Again, this is no problem at all. So you can see that it would be dysfunction if I said, well, do you want to go see this movie? Well, do you want to go see that movie? Do you want to, like, you see how that's like, what's happening here? So again, I've just made a mental note, and that is that. Okay, so now I let 6 months pass, I let 3 months pass, I let a month pass. I'm gonna try again. I really love this lady. Like, she's cool, she's funny, like, I wanna hang out with her, she's fucking cool. And so we are still at that level that we were before. Remember, my words, my climb was one up. Her climb was words, but her truth is here. So I want to hang out with her. So I let a couple months pass or whatever, and let's say we're talking in the neighborhood, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. Like, like, oh, it's so cold out here. Do you want to go to Starbucks with me? And let's finish the conversation here. We'll put away our pets and like we'll go hang out at Starbucks. And then she says, let's say she says, oh my gosh, I would love to. So I've climbed the ladder again. This rung represents, hello, other lady. I want to go outside of the neighborhood. I want to do more than what we're doing here. I want to go more. I want to hang out more. I want to be closer with you. That's what the message is I'm sending, is let's go off outside of what we've been doing in the neighborhood and let's go to Starbucks. And she's like, oh, I wish I could, but I've got so many errands. Okay, so now this is twice. This is twice I've suggested we go outside of the neighborhood. And this is twice she said yes, but her truth is here. Now, again, there's zero problem with this. It could be true. She could have lots of errands. And so it doesn't matter. But I need to understand that this is twice now that I have asked to go outside of the neighborhood, and this is twice I have been refused. Now, maybe for me, I'm good with 2 tries, but maybe for you, you want to try 3, which is great. You want to try 4, whatever. You get to try as many times as you want, but know that each time you try and get refused, you aren't really paying attention to what the person's actually asking of you and actually wants from you, but is unable to say. So for me, I stop at 2. You can stop however you want. You may think 2 is harsh, but I have got a lot of living to do from a dysfunctional life. So I'm moving on. I'll invite someone else. Like, I'm good. But here's the most important part of the ladder of trust. You ready? The distance between where the person is on the ladder and where I want them to be, or where they say they are, but they're actually here. They say they are and I fall for it. The distance is my pain, my drama, my crazy making. That one rung of not accepting the person where they are as evidenced by their behavior is my fucking nightmare. It's not theirs. They're fine. They're fucking living their life at this level. I'm the one who thinks it should be different. That's my shit. That's on me. So there's an invisible ladder between us and everybody in our life. We know where the other person is on the ladder as evidenced by their behavior and behavior only. Healthy people climb one rung at a time and can handle one rung of rejection. And that now we know the distance between where we are on the ladder and where the person actually is our pain, our drama, our codependency. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Got one more video for you.